Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. I want to give a double honor to the elders and the apostles of the Great Millstone, who do rule well, and the salutation to the whole free elect. Now, Uganda have set the internet, okay, ablaze. All right, the Most High. Okay, got the angels out here working, okay, on the minds of the leaders, all right, to persuade them, okay, in favor of coming up against the West, okay, they're coming up against Babylon the whore, okay, the mother of harlots, all right. And why is it called the mother of harlots? Okay, because this place specifically, okay, not only digs but studies, okay, the gods of the old worlds, okay, the pagan histories, all right, and they incorporate that into the makeup of this place, okay. So everything that got something to do with America, okay, is worshiping some type of deity or some type of false idol, all right, in some type of way, from the holidays to the everyday, okay, to the names of the months, all right. But we coming into a different time of prophecy, all right. So a lot of things is about to start to get shaken up. And one thing I do realize by being in this truth, the water Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, also as well for putting the spirit on the elders and apostles on down to preach this word, okay? Because it's going to be chaotic. I'm doing this thing, but I know a lot of other brothers have had many thoughts of how this thing will go down. I can't be the only one. And you know, just seeing the things now, how much stuff is going on, is actually mind-boggling. All right. So the ones who don't have Yahweh Shah covering in the upcoming, all right, you're going to be super through. All right. All right, you're going to be seeking death. I can really understand it now because it hasn't even really popped off yet. And there's chaos everywhere. It's so many things that's on the brink of falling. Okay, it just needs a little push. All right, but let's go and get into this. All right, now, before I start off the video, everybody know, okay, I was going to do articles about it, but if I can find videos, it makes my job a little easier. All right, but I do want to bring up the end of this article, okay, and this was the human rights leader condemned Uganda's new anti-gay bill as among the worst in the world, urged presidential veto. All right. So, yeah, man. So we got these human rights leaders, okay, group, of course, that is headed by so-called Caucasians. All right, wanting to fight this, but I just want to go to the last piece in this article. It said Museveni appears to favor the bill, okay, and has framed homosexuality as a corrupting import from the West, okay, from the West. More than 30 of the 54 countries in Africa consider homosexuality a crime. All right. So we know what time we living in. All right. But it was kind of interesting that he said from the rest. All right. So let me get the 2 Thessalonians real quick, because what he said what was going to happen is exactly what's happening. All right. It said 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. It said, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Okay, perdition just means death. All right, so the son of death. All right, so basically you could say that he's the son of sin. All right, now it said Museveni appears to favor the bill and has framed homosexuality as a corrupting. What does corrupt do? Corrupt bring what? Decay. And decay bring what? Death. All right. And it said what? Sin. Sin leads to what? Death. Okay. Import. So he framed homosexuality as a corrupting import from the West. All right. Now, I just really wanted it to make that known because a couple reasons. But for one, the man of sin is being revealed. Okay, he can't hide no more. All right, and for two, the Most High is strategically doing this because I believe Uganda is with the BRICS nations, if I'm not mistaken. I believe Uganda is considered the South Africa. Okay, and the South and the East of Africa. I believe is in BRICS or signed up to be in BRICS. I want to do more research on that because that is basically, these are the two sides of the chessboard. It's going to be BRICS versus NATO, European nations. All right, so it's kind of strange that soon as Putin and China come out, okay, and sign these deals and getting all these nations behind them, that they're hurrying up changing their policies. Okay, because if I'm not mistaken, Mexico want to join the BRICS too. All right, and a couple of days after Mexico declared that, that's when America said we got to go in there, we got to get into Mexico because of the cartels. So you just don't never know this devil, man. You come, you speak the truth against him, or if you choose the other side for him, he make up a reason to come and kill you, destroy your people. Okay, and set up another puppet who's gonna do what he says. Okay, so yeah, man, these people gotta go. But anyway, so let's get to some of these videos, right? So here go the famous video.
Uganda's parliament has passed a bill which would criminalise people who identify as LGBTQ, with those found guilty facing up to 10 years in prison. Under the proposed legislation.
Now, when you watch these people, you have to understand that this is part of their witchcraft. Okay, they use the news to cast spells on people without their conscience even being aware. Okay, because if you peep game, she just said criminalize people. All right, so like you have to understand that saying these things like that, every idle word a man speak, well, you got to take an account for that. And a lot of these people will get you on board to feel a certain way about these things, but not knowing that you're really going against the Most High. All right, because he set up the standard. He determines what's right or wrong. All right, not you, not what you think. All right, but a lot of people is going to realize this when it's too late.
Legislation, friends, family and members of the community would have a duty to report individuals in same-sex relationships to the authorities. Homosexual acts are already illegal in the East African country, but the bill seeks to go further and criminalise people on the basis of their sexual identity. The bill passed with widespread support in Uganda's parliament.
In our country, we will have our morals. We will protect our children. And we are making this law. We are making this law for ourselves. We are making this law for our children. We are making this law for the children of our children. This country will stand firm. And once it passed, I can tell you, Madam Speaker, we are going to reinforce the law enforcement officers to make sure that homosexuals have no space in Uganda.
We're joined now by...
See, now, and this is the thing. right? Because they look black as tar. You know, they may be Cain. Hold on, Salakia. South Africans are Canaan, I believe. If not Canaan, I think they put. Hold on, give me 1 second, Salakia. Yeah, South African. Yeah, they in the Hebrew tongue, in the Paleo Hebrew, it would be Canaan. Okay, but they're Canaan. Okay, so um, even if they're heathens, right? Right, we're not the same, right? But on top of that, that goes to show you that this book is true. All right, because we know that what Esau, Edom, is the basis of man. Okay, we know that Esau, all right, small hats, they the heathen of the heathens. They the worst of all of them. And just with that little example, you can tell. All right, some people may be evil, they may be all that, but they smart enough to know that is just like, that's just disgusting, bro.
Oriam Nyeko, who is a researcher at the Human Rights Watch Africa Division. Really good to have you with us, and thank you for joining us on BBC News. Can you tell us a little bit more about what this...
And then this the crazy part. They come at the angle of using our people, putting our people at the face of this. They use our people to put, for one, they come with this thought of wickedness. All right, come through, mess up Jake's life, force them to that thought of wickedness, get them in the living of that thought of wickedness, get them taking parts of it. Okay, and then if anybody can spot the wickedness, promote, then the so-called one who started the wickedness promote our people to fight off the ones that's trying to stop it. You know, it's the easiest role in the book. Okay, and the lady to the left, her people been pushing this ideology. Okay, but it started actually with the ones over there that just got done talking. Okay, but Esau, Edom, goes throughout the world pushing narratives, okay, pushing these weird ass Scientology, Aleister Crowley, and it's crazy because I believe that was him talking about. He was going to push in the philosophy of the Eon Age, which is totally correct because it's the end of this world, and they are fully griped in, do what thou wilt. All right, but before I let this dude talk, all right, let me get something to back up what I just said. Okay, let's go do Deuteronomy real quick. 32 and 28. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Okay. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they will consider their latter end. All right. So we know that the words that these people speak, okay, is coming from a place of not understanding that there's already been a principle set up of what's right and wrong. All right, that's why we know that they are not the people. All right, but they have gone throughout this earth proclaiming to be the people of God, while simultaneously doing the opposite of what's in the Bible. And their job was to keep, and the leaders of our people job was to keep them in power while getting paid like them, while keeping our people from reading the Bible. Okay, telling our people what God wanted. All right. So it's a lot of people that got to pay for the things they have done.
Draft legislation does, what it will change.
So the current law in Uganda basically prohibits same-sex acts. It's been in the law for decades. It was inherited from the British and really hasn't been implemented.
Let's go back real quick. What did you just say?
The current law in Uganda basically prohibits same-sex acts. It's been in the law for decades. It was inherited from the British.
It's been in law for decades. It was inherited from the Britons. I don't know how true that is. The only reason why I wouldn't really go against that is because back in them times, probably when British won over a couple of countries that's under their rule in Africa. Okay, in that time, men were more men, but we're talking about British. We're talking about Europeans. We're talking about Edomites. So I just don't see them like not being gay. Like it's inherited in them. Like even as kids, teenager, the boy dudes play gay games. You know, that's just a natural thing that they do. So I just don't see that anything like that would stop wickedness being started by no damn British. So but this is BBC. Okay, so you know, matter of fact, I don't even want to hear from him because I ain't even had this part in the video. Like I'm just cool with him because he's a puppet anyway. Like how is like how he over there looking like he on the West though. So you know, I don't even want to even.
Hey, why are you so sad? Because I wanted to buy a car, but I couldn't get anybody to give me a loan with.
We have grave concerns with the past.
But this is the one I had up on the whole because you know I wanted to hear what the White House statement was going to be because I know this old buffoon right here, and it's kind of crazy as things falling. You starting to see more and more of our people in these speaking roles, in these leadership roles, in these speaking out roles. But I tell you what, Esau, that shit ain't gonna save your motherfucking ass. All right, you think you slick, man? Y'all do the exact same shit at jobs, man. You tell a black dude who you know that could really do your job. You tell him to do something that's probably not even technically right. All right, but y'all do that to protect your own asses. All right, so you can have a face to fall back on just in case shit don't go right, man. All right, so the Most High sees all that, bro. He sees all the attention, and people see right through this. All right, we know that this black bitch, all right, is only good for sucking the dick. Okay, she only good for sucking the dick. All right, the car that she reading from, it's not her thoughts. So why she even out there? All right, but this place has put folly on the high status. They don't even question anything no more. If it don't make sense, they okay with it in this motherfucking society. That's why we wait on the kingdom of heaven. That's why we waiting, okay, to experience life how it was meant to be, you know, experienced. Because as of right now, all right, insanity, all right, is at the top, okay? Insanity is at the top, all right? And these people are fucking crazy.
Passage of the Anti-Homosexuality Act, AHA, by the Parliament of Uganda yesterday, and increasing violence targeting LGBTQI plus persons. If the AHA is signed into law and enacted, it would impinge upon universal human rights, jeopardize progress in the fight against HIV/AIDS,
That don't make no sense at all. She said it jeopardizes the progress of AIDS.
tourism and invest in Uganda and damage Uganda's international reputation. The bill is one of the most extreme anti-LGBTQI plus laws in the world. Human rights are universal. No one should be attacked, imprisoned, or killed simply because of who they are.
universal rights are important, but the campaign about disrespecting Russia, that's fair game. It's like these people look like a 16-year-old broad, a 16-year-old female, okay, who's trying to run game on a nigga from the streets, cuz, who's been out here, bro. That's like, when I look at this, this is how I feel, this is how I view it, alright? Because they don't put no wits, no common sense, no decency thinking in the shit that she reading from. It's just straight like, huh? So that's how we coming into a time to where they not even about to even go through the stress of even lying to the public no more. They just about to come down on you with great wrath. The devil come down on you with great wrath because he know that he had but a short time, man. All right, whether you with it or not. Okay, they just gonna come down on people, man, because they see their grip is slipping. And now I see why. Now that, because I always thought in that verse when they say, for he come down, a devil come down on you with great wrath because of knowing that he has but a short time, right? I know that part of that mean because when they saw the prophets on the street corners, okay, it was countdown, all right? Because this ain't the first time this has happened. They have the history books, okay? And before every great nation fell, it was always Israelites coming out prophesying about the downfall of the kingdom, for one. For two, all right, it just makes it tie in. It's a double fold, you can say, because I'm just thinking about that. Everything that these nations is doing, meaning like how America is trying to provoke and threaten like a female, right? Threaten about they gonna do this, they gonna send this over there, they gonna send 30 bombs now. They about to do this, they about to do this. They trying to get a react out of Russia, right? While simultaneously Russia acting like that a nigga from the street, he ain't gonna talk too much. He hear all your threats, all right? But as you try to do something, you end up losing, all right? Because quiet is kept. They done lost Crimea, all right? So now they want to come to the table with Russia, while at the same time trying to still fly drones over there to hurt them and all the shit. They act just like this place act like Karen as a nation. Okay, like they literally act like Karen as a nation. It's just now that Karen is about to understand that she can't call the police no more. All right, the police is about to be taken out, and that's their military. All right, because how they by their military is how this place rule. All right, so it's kind of strange to watch, But anyway, oh yeah, I was making a point about the devil know that he had but a short time, and like thinking of it like that too, it makes the perfect sense because they see that these other nations bucking up against them. They see that China is taking over the financial district. Okay, they make made in China is everywhere. All right, and then they just signed up with the boy Russia. All right, with the bear, and the bear control everything else on the back end, meaning the oil, the gas that they need. Okay, the uranium. Okay, the only other spot that has something that they technically need. All right, is still in the still under control of China, and that's Taiwan. That's why America trying to keep that foothold in there. All right, but that make perfect sense though, because the devil come down on you, okay, fast, because he know that he had but a short time. All right, because they see these other nations, all right, is coming for the crown. All right, but simultaneously, what they don't know is, because what the other scriptures say, why do the heathens rage? Why do they imagine in vain? Why do they imagine a vain thing? Okay, that because you fucking you fucking Moabites, you Ammonites. Okay, you fucking I was trying to say the Hebrew name, but you got them Israelis and Ishmaels and all you motherfuckers. Y'all think that y'all may claim a stake of the new world order. Y'all think y'all may claim the stake of the pie. Okay, but what y'all don't know is the Most High about to make y'all fight each other, kill most of y'all. Okay, all right, and it's time to go into slavery, bro. All right. As far as him sharing his kingdom with you fucking heathens, that time is over with. That time is over with, bro. The people who always been better than you is about to show you how to do this, son. I'm gonna show you how to do this, son. But yeah, though, you know, this is a hot topic. A lot of brothers made a video about it, you know, because this is a good thing to see. You know, it makes your spirit. It makes your spirit feel good that the Most High is just not letting this wickedness go, you know, talking about without no pushback no more, man. All right, man, because for a moment there, you know, you get tired of seeing people boasting in their sins, trusting in their sins like that. All right.
Or whom they love.
This is the Parliament passing it. It still has some.
Oh yeah, hold on. I had to play this part. So like this, the proud motherfucker right here, bro.
Process to go here. We're certainly watching this real closely, and we would have to take a look at whether or not there might be repercussions that we would have to take.
I hate them damn devils. Like, I'm so sick and tired of seeing them do this. Like, words be smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Speak with a forked tongue. Like he just said that, like, just so, like, we the shit. We gonna decide, you know, it's all about what they think. You know, they the police of the earth. They gonna tell you it don't matter about what your country want. We want this. Isaiah 32:1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. Alright? And this nation is far from that. A man should be a hiding place from the wind, and a cover from the tempest, and the rivers of the waters of in the dry place, and the shadow of a great rock in the riverland. I gotta go down to the point. I'm running so late, I didn't even realize time. Point in verse 6. For the vile person speak villainy. Alright? And his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and will cause the drink of the thirsty to cease. And that's what Uganda is not going back to. Alright? Like how they got us over here. Okay? Alright, but they will speak iniquity, to practice hypocrisy. That's what this nigga just did. She did too, talking about AIDS. They stopping the understanding on the fight against AIDS. Nigga, how's that by letting gay people continue to get AIDS? Bro, you only need one patient, bro, to practice. Anyway, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bashim Yahweh Shah. Shalom, man. These people are crazy, bro.